Welcome Junior Tuckies, my name is Mrs. Ramlo. This video is on human reproduction, and specifically this video deals with the male reproductive system. Right. This notes and this diagram is on my Junior Tuckies theory worksheet as well. Now, if you look, this is the annotated diagram of the male reproductive system, meaning it has the labels as well as the function. Now, before one starts to discuss the functions of the male reproductive system, a very important term to know is copulation. And copulation is a union between a male and a female, where the male transfers the semen to the female. Okay, now let's start off with the labels. I've colored in pink the testes. The testes in the male produces the sperm and testosterone. Hence the name testosterone, because it comes from the testes. Testes is outside the man's body, as you can see. And the reason for that is because sperm can only be produced at 2 degrees lower than body temperature. So basically, sperm can only be produced at 35 degrees. Always make sure when you say 2 degrees, you're going to compare to body temperature. Or if you'd rather say sperm can only be produced at 35 degrees, that's also fine. So that is the testes. The green structure on top is the epididymis. You will always be tested the epididymis because most kids cannot spell epididymis. So the epididymis will store the sperm until mature. Once the sperm is ready to be released, it will travel through this yellow tube. This yellow tube is the vas deferens. The vas deferens carries the sperm past 3 important glands. The first gland is the seminal vesicle. The seminal vesicle releases a thick yellowish liquid rich in fructose. And fructose, you know, is a monosaccharide. Gives the sperm energy to swim the long distance to get to the ovum. Because if the sperm does not have energy, the sperm will die. The next gland the sperm passes is the prostate gland. As you can see here is the black darkened gland below the bladder. When a man has prostate cancer, this gland expands and swells, and it presses on the bladder. And so one of the symptoms of prostate cancer is a man cannot urinate. The prostate gland secretes a milky alkaline fluid. Now milky because that gives the semen its characteristic appearance, and alkaline. Immediately the alkaline is going to neutralize acid. It will neutralize acid in the female's vagina or in the male's body. The third gland that you can see here in purple is the Cowper's gland, also known as the bulbourethral gland. This gland will secrete or produce a mucus, and this will act as a lubricant for the penis during copulation. When the sperm combines with the secretions from the 3 glands, that's now known as semen. The semen will now enter the penis, and it's been transported by the vas deferens. As soon as the vas deferens enters the penis, that tube is now called the urethra. And that's the same tube through which a man will urinate and release semen, but never at the same time. And then, of course, the urethra is in the penis, and the penis is the copulatory organ. Thank you for joining my lesson on and my video on the male reproductive system. Join me and watch all my other videos as well.